If he's got notes, I can take care of it.
Okay. All right. Let me get Deja out here. Let me get Eric Walden.
And
Okay. You too.
hello.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Put yourself, just be muted until I call your matter, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much for your patience this morning. We have quite a huge docket. I have 40 people check in, so I got a lot of folks, but I'm trying to expedite this as much as possible for all of you, okay? Miss Webb, Shakina Webb.
Yes.
All right. Find your file. Now calling the matter of the people versus Shakina Webb. This is ticket number SP 1074015, driver's license expired. SP 1200396, drove while license not valid, and SP 1326925, one count drove while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman, P55052, on behalf of the defendant. We're here for an arraignment, so we were asking that the defendant would waive a formal reading of the information complaint or warrant and stand mute. We're requesting a pretrial date. The defendant's been advised.
All right. This time, ma'am, state your name for the record.
Shakina Webb.
All right, hold on a second. All right. Counsel, I'll stand your client mute. I'm going to set this for a pretrial date on the day of June 24th. June 24th, that's going to be at 8:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, there's nothing further. You're all set, okay?
Okay.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
I will, thank you. Lakaya Williams. Thank you. I did.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. All right. I just had to wait for you to stop walking.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Lakaya Latrice Williams. This is ticket number SP 1542526. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, failed to display. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Morning, Harry Bachman for the defendant. Ma'am, would you state your name?
Lakaya Williams.
Thank you. Judge, we're going to need a trial date. The defendant's been advised she is willing to waive her right to a jury trial. But there is a genuine and material issue of fact. This is an identity case.
All right. If that's the case, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. You can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to Attorney Bachman about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
And it's my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to set it before me, right?
Yes. And he said the
Okay.
supposed officer.
The officers will be here. That's the only way that we can get them. We can't use the subpoena for them for anything else but a trial. So if you want the officers to appear, they have to appear for a trial date. Okay?
Okay.
That's going to be July 8th at 9 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
You said July 8th?
July 8th.
How can I get this cleared off my name as soon as possible? Because it's gonna hinder me from to work.
Is this the one who had attitude with y'all this morning?
No, ma'am. There was actually a miscommunication. I definitely didn't have attitude.
So, Ms. Williams, my staff tells me everything that goes on before I get in the morning. You do know that, right?
I mean, they may have
Miss
taken it
Williams,
as
Miss Williams, if you talk back to me, that's gonna further let me know that they were correct. So just be mute for a moment. I'm gonna end up being real sweet and kind, but just know that they always say and let me know how. Now I know my docket is packed. You see what happens when I try and squeeze stuff in? I get a 8-page docket. You don't know how long it was. I got 40 people who checked in today. 40. 40. They give me two attorneys. That's it. That's all I get. Let me see what I got earlier. Change my password. It's terrible. Yeah, no, she isn't.
No, thank you.
April 17th. Does that work for you?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Of course. April 17th at 9 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Okay, I have a question. Will this still reflect on my record or so? 'Cause I'm just trying to
Until
go back.
then, until April 17th, and that's the quickest I can go. I have to give them at least 3 weeks to notify the police officers to come. So that's the quickest I can, that's exactly 3 weeks out.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the most time I can give them, especially because my prosecutor is on vacation, who's typically here. Sometimes she can rush it for me, but if she's not here, it's nothing I can do. But give them the exact 3 weeks that they have to have, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye-bye, ma'am.
Good day.
Dexter Williams. Thank you, Mary. Unmute yourself for me, sir. You know how to do that? Okay.
Hello?
Hello, now calling the matter of the people versus Dexter Williams. This is ticket SP 1534634. Count 1, drove while license not valid or improper. Ticket number 324841. 1 count, drove while license suspended. Ticket 603588921. This is 1 count of offer to engage the services of another for the act of prostitution. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court, Harry Boffman on behalf of the defendant. Sir, please state your name.
Dexter Williams.
The defendant is continuing a not guilty plea at this stage and asks for a trial date, Your Honor. He is willing to waive his right to a jury and wants to appear for his trial on Zoom. Please.
If that's the case, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights? Attorney Boffman? Did you talk to him?
Yeah, I guess yeah.
All right. And it's my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
All right, I'll set this matter for the date of July 8th at 9 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Okay. now, what is, can I ask, what is it? Which
Sure.
one I'm going to trial for?
All of them.
Okay, well, okay,
If you want to work something out that day, you can. But you
Okay.
got all these tickets that are default, or not default. Let me see. We had that one's in warrant status. That one's in warrant status. They're all in warrant status. So now we're just gonna see if the officers come, okay?
okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, you're all set. Bond set at $0 personal, okay? Yes, sir.
Okay,
Tell me.
Your Honor,
Yes. Tell me.
I live in Little Rock, Arkansas.
It's
That's why we
via
have you coming
Zoom.
back by Zoom.
It's via Zoom. So the same way you logged on today, you're gonna log on that day at 9 a.m.
Okay, will you send me something in the mail reminding me of that? I'm
Why
just
can't you
asking.
write it down? Why can't
Right.
you write it down?
Okay,
I don't,
let me
if it is dealing with my life
okay,
and my situation, why won't you just write it down? You
Okay.
deserve to clap in between for that one. Mr. Williams.
Okay. What's the date again? Yeah.
Gosh. July 8th. Thank you, Miss Washington, but put yourself on mute. That's
Oh,
sad
that-
that everybody else listening to the date and time and got it, and you ain't got it. July
that- is
8th.
Is that the
Oh,
7th
my
month?
7. Yep, yes, sir. 7, 8, 24. Yep,
Okay,
write
what
that down.
time?
At 9 a.m. Okay.
Okay,
All right. The same way you came on. That's how we're gonna have your bench trial. The same exact way. You do not have to drive up to Detroit. Okay.
okay, do I need to put them numbers back in, the same numbers?
Yep. Those same numbers, same exact numbers. It's the same exact courtroom. I should be here, Lord willing, doing the trial. You just got to come back on another day so we can get the officers here. Okay.
Okay, all right.
All right. All right.
All right,
You all
thanks.
set now? You good?
Yes, I am. Okay,
All right. You can log off, sir. Okay.
all right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Dorian Watts.
That's me.
Yes. I'm gonna just read his cases. He's been here before, Mr. Boffman. He had a jury trial set for me all the way back in. Let's read. On October the 16th. Now calling the matters of the people versus Dorian Dwayne Watts. This is ticket SP 1525827. Ticket number SP 1535650. Count 1. SP 1535527. Count 1, 2, and 3. Tickets and warrant status are tickets SP 1183392. Ticket SP 1322760. SP 1385573. SP 1385617. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Moffman on behalf of the defendant. Sir, please state your name.
Dorian Watts.
Your Honor, we thank you for your reading of the information complaint or warrant and require nothing further with respect to that and ask you to arraign the defendant as not guilty to the charges. His prospective wish is to have a jury trial, Your Honor. At this point, I've explained to him the importance of a final pretrial in an effort to represent him and get the proper information and bring that to bear in any kind of pretrial motion I expect would be a dispositive motion. I was appointed to this case on March 7th, 2024, Your Honor. So I understand that there is some past history with respect to the defendant and his scheduling of these matters and perhaps not appearing. I would have to ask the court to consider that he has previously been ill-advised and ask that respectfully the matter be set for a final pretrial at the court's convenience. Please and thank you.
And let me tell you, I had to go down and tell the jurors last time. So, Mr. Watts, if you don't
Yes,
show up
ma'am.
for this jury trial this time, I'm going to
Yes,
enter
ma'am.
in what's called as a bond. They wanted me to do that last time to pay for the jurors that I had to come down here and for the last trial. But Attorney Boffman is going to advise you that you have to appear. He's been appointed to your case now. So you need to listen to his advice. Mr. Watts, I'm telling you right now, if you do not come to the final pretrial, I'm going to put a money bond in place, a monetary bond in place, because I can't keep having you come back and take these dates and time. I want to take care of this, Mr. Watts. I know you do too, but we got to make sure we come back to court and just not leave it open, okay?
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, I got you, Mr. Watts. Oh, I give it to you. I'm sorry. Where is it? Hold on a second. I know we do a final pre-trial, but the court is going to be gone because the next date I had was June 24th, but I won't be here for a final pre-trial. Which paper is it? Come help me, Mary. We wrote it. I don't know. It's not even that many papers. Yeah, you like the movie, because this movie right here. Does June 24th even work for you, Attorney Bachman? If it does, I can always log in on the 21st, but.
June 24th by Zoom, Your Honor?
No, it's gonna be a jury trial. So
Okay,
that's why I'm
so
trying to find a jury trial date.
that's a jury trial date, and the final pretrial date would be, because I have a dispositive motion on, I think, the most significant of these cases, which is a loitering.
Okay. Can we pick a motion date right now and then pick a jury
Yeah.
trial date the next time, please?
Perfect, that's exactly what I'm asking, thank you.
Okay, we're gonna worry about that later then. All right, how long do you need, Attorney Bachman, to get this motion together?
So I'm just making my request for demand and preservation of discovery. I suspect that I will receive that within the next 30 days. I know the defendant and I are gonna have already planned to schedule a meeting together within that time period. So if we could just put out for 45 days, I'm comfortable.
Okay, I can do that for you.
Thank you.
Of course. We on the 26th. What does May 16th look for you, Attorney Bachman? That's a Thursday.
Judge, my phone went dead, and it's gonna take a minute for me to recapture my calendar. I'm gonna presume that I am available. I'm gonna, in fact, make myself available for May 16th at 8:30.
And we're gonna do it at 9.
Okay,
Because that's my Thursday, so it's a lot lighter. That way we can make sure you can make the appropriate arguments. If that date doesn't work, just tell me.
Okay.
Mr. Watts, if that date doesn't work for your attorney, he's going to let me know and he's going to relay what the new date is to you. So make sure you keep in contact with him, okay?
I sure will.
Okay, all right. That's going to be at 9 a.m. It is still via Zoom unless you want it in person, Attorney Bachman. It's up to you.
So I'm gonna have to delve into the discovery and see what the motion leads me to, Your Honor. Can I advise the court at some point, like within weeks prior, whether or
Well,
not?
here's what I'll do. I'll set it in person, and then
Yeah.
if you need to change it to Zoom, that's fine with the court.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yep. That way, when you get closer and you find out what it is, just let me know, and I'm okay with either way.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
If there's nothing further, you're all set, Mr. Watts. Thank you
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
for coming
Mr.
back.
Watts.
I appreciate it. All
Did you
right.
say something, sir?
Yeah, I'll be in touch today.
Today?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome. Bye now.
Yep.
Evelyn Washington.
Hi. Here.
Okay, now calling the matters of the people versus Denise Washington. Ticket SP 1038769, one count drove while license not valid. Ticket SP 1434202, one count failed to display. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman on behalf of the defendant. Ma'am, would you state your name for the record?
Evelyn Washington, Evelyn Denise Washington.
So I'm glad that Ms. Washington and I had a chance to speak, Your Honor. It is set for a pretrial today, and we're asking that you adjourn this pretrial. She had said about to pay some tickets and had made some payment arrangements. She only has one outstanding matter. I've given her direction. She's going to make good on that matter, and I believe she's going to be able to come back with her driver's license. So would you adjourn this pretrial one time, please?
I will. At this time, the court is going to adjourn this pretrial. Ma'am, I'm gonna give you until June 24th, okay? June 24th.
Your Honor, can't you paste it out a little further, because I'm in the midst of moving and my funds is low, so
I get it. I ain't mad. July 8th,
that'll be great.
or do you need it
Thank
further
you.
than that?
No, July 8th will be good.
Okay, I got you, ma'am. Thank you for letting me know.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. It'd be a little tight sometimes when you're trying
Yes,
to move
it
and
is.
get all your funds
Especially
together.
when you're on disability, so.
Okay. All right, July 8th then, okay?
Okay,
You sure
yeah.
that's enough time, or do you want me to push it a little further?
If you have anything in August, that would be even greater.
Because she trying to work it. August 6th, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome, okay?
Okay, you have a blessed day, Your Honor.
You too, ma'am.
What time?
8:30 a.m. Sorry about that. 8:30
Okay,
a.m.
that's okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Your Honor, can you give me about 60 seconds, please?
Absolutely, because I need Attorney Harris now, so that's perfect.
Is it okay for me to leave, or do I
You
wait?
You can leave. Go ahead and leave, okay?
Okay. Everybody have a
Okay.
great day. Mhm.
You too, ma'am. Attorney Harris, you ready on your two matters?
I am ready, Your Honor. Thank you. Oops, sorry.
Okay. First I'll call Mr. Sean Watkins.
I'm here.
My stuff. Now calling the matter of the people versus Sean Jamone Watkins. This is ticket number SP 1462414, failed to display. Ticket number SP 1462149, count 1, improper left turn, count 2, no receipt of or unsigned registration. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor, and good morning to your staff. May it please this honorable court, Sharika Harris, P72832, on behalf of Mr. Watkins. Mr. Watkins, please state your full name for the record.
Sean Jamon Watkins.
All right, counsel, how are we proceeding? Today is the date and time set for a trial in this matter.
That is correct. Your Baker is present. And at this time, after discussion with Assistant Corporation Counsel, there is a recommendation to dismiss these matters. We stipulate probable cause for the dismissal.
Thank you so much. So at this time, the court is going to grant that request. I'll dismiss this without prejudice. Sir, for whatever reason, they're dismissing it today. I do see the corporals, both officers checked in, but make sure that you have a valid license before you drive again. Because Mr. Watkins, if you don't and you get caught, you're coming right back to see me. And I remember everybody, okay?
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, you're all set. Thank you. Be safe out there, Corporal Baker.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you. All right. Be safe out there too, Mr. Watkins. All right. You can log off. All right. Dante Wilson.
Yes.
All right, sir. Now calling the matter of the people versus Dante Angelo Wilson. This is U ticket 6785253. This is one count of indecent or obscene conduct. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Director Harris, on behalf of Mr. Wilson, please state your name for the record.
Dante Angelo Wilson.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for trial. I will note that Officer Crowley is present. There is a recommendation that my client could plead to the amended charge of disorderly conduct, and my client wishes to avail himself of that plea offer, having been advised of his rights.
Okay. All right. If that's the case, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
I want to take your attention back to the date of August 23rd of 2023. Were you in the area of Chalmers and Evanston Streets in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And did you act in a disorderly manner in that area, sir?
Yes.
All right, satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
And the court is satisfied as well and will enter a plea to the amended or reduced charge of disorderly conduct. Attorney Harris, are all the requirements put into place for this type of charge, or was it just left open?
Your Honor, it was left open. It was my understanding it was just amended to disorderly conduct. I would ask the court for leniency in terms of any sentencing imposed by the court.
Its fine is $300. I do need you to get an HIV/STI test. I don't have to know the results. You just have to get the test.
I get one every 6 months, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. I just need to see that. All right. All right. That's going to be it for today. All right.
And is there a review date to come back, Your Honor?
Yes. How long do you need to do that? I'll give him until June 26, 2024, a review just to close it out, okay? You got that date, Mr. Wilson? Come back.
Yes.
Pay the $300 fine, as well as I need that HIV/STI test, and then I'll let you go ahead and I'll close it out for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, you're all set. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Officer
you.
Crowley.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. You and your staff have a great day.
You too. Thank you very much. All right. You ready on Isaac Williams? That's a trial today.
Ready as we're ever going to be, Your Honor. Right, we're ready.
You already know how I feel about trial dates. Now calling matter of the people versus Isaac Lewis Williams. This is ticket 439980. Leave scene of accident, personal injury. Count 2, leave scene of accident, property damage. Count 3, no operator's license on person. Ticket number 439981, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your name for the record, sir?
Isaac Williams.
It's the date and time set for a trial. I have Officer Stewart here today. How are we proceeding, counsel?
That's correct, Judge. So it's a bench trial. I did discuss this matter at length with Corporation Counsel. it's an identity issue. There's certain facts that there may be video that has to be seen. Obviously, my client's maintaining his innocence. Okay.
You know, the only frustrating thing is that I'm pretty sure, and I don't have time to go back through Attorney Werbeling, so it's not on you. But I'm pretty sure I said, do we need to appoint counsel? Because usually when I start reading certain tickets, I think to myself, we might, oh, no, ain't gonna be no need for no counsel. No. And I be looking like, then we get to the court date, which is, he already missed the very first date, okay? Which is fine. Maybe if it is identity issue, that's why he didn't show up in 2021. I get it. But then when we had a court date back in December, right? And then we set a new court date for January. And then in January, we made like, that's all right. Because my date's not until July anyways. So he'll get a date in August.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
You can, Mr. Williams.
Listen, I understand what you're saying, but guess what? From me not getting no representation because I wasn't told to get no representation, and then like to my knowledge, this was going to be dismissed. I didn't know he's trying to put me in a place that I was not me. So I'm not going to take no deal or no plea to something that's not me, Your Honor. That's all I'm saying.
That's fine. All I'm saying is that at that point in time, you did get an attorney, but at this point in time, you know, that's why I ask about very specific things beforehand, because I always want to know, are we going to need some additional stuff that time? Just because then now I got to get appointed counsel and now we got to push the date back. I mean, it's fine.
Okay,
I don't mind. Listen, I got nothing but time for a whole nother year. So
the counsel, I'm fine too, but listen, the counsel, every time I come for your court for the video, it's Mr. Williams, this day. There's nothing been talked about the case or anything, so how would I even know this?
Are you able to afford your own counsel, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How long will it take you to get counsel and bring them back? If I give you a month, will that take you enough time to get your own counsel and bring them back to court that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm adjourn this trial, set it for a pre-trial. What day was good? Was the 30th? Was April 30th look like, or 29th? Or even May 1st. I don't know if we use May 1st. Yeah, let's see what May 1st look like. May 1st. That gives you plenty of time to get an attorney, right? We at the end of March. So that gives you like a month, exactly a month to get an attorney and have them come back. I'll set this for a pre-trial on that date, May 1st, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. Bring your attorney so we can set a trial date. That way they can get all the evidence that they need about this case so that we can move forward and pick a bench trial date, okay?
Okay, so you said I need to do what's the date again? May 1st?
May 1st. So you need to appear back with your counsel that you retain by May 1st, okay? For a pre-trial.
Okay.
Okay, so that gives you like a month and a little bit of time to find.
I would have been ready, Your Honor. This is not my fault, but I would have been ready. So I see you May 1st.
It's okay. Listen, and I'm a big person on don't plea on something if it ain't you and you claim it's not you. We enter pleas and not guilty for a reason. So, but I need you to have your attorney here next time with us, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If there's nothing further, this matter is adjourned until May 1st, okay? At 8:30 a.m. Tell y'all. All right. Thank you, Attorney Werbeling. I know. Don't worry.
Thanks.
All right. Elrico Welch.
Yes. Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Yes, I can. I just got to find the file. Now calling the matter of the people versus Elrico Laquan Welch. This is ticket SP 1533657. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 1533676. 1 count expired plates. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your full name for the record, sir?
Yes, Elrico Laquan Welch.
Judge, date and time set for a pre-trial, but he's presented valid documentation as an officer of the court. We were moving to dismiss for those reasons.
Being an officer of the court, having seen valid documentation, the court's going to grant that request. I'll dismiss this without prejudice. You're all set today, okay, sir?
Yes.
Make sure you keep everything valid, up to date in your vehicle at all times, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're all set. You can log off. All right, Eric Walden. Please take your hat off for court. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Eric Stephen Walden. This is ticket number SP 1545135. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Bachman for the defendant. Sir, state your name for the record.
Eric Walden.
Your Honor, the defendant is going to resolve these matters here and now today by way of a guilty plea. There's a recommendation that the driver's license offense would be reduced to failure to display a valid driver's license. The defendant is going to make a factual basis here and now. He's ready.
If that's the case, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, I did.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
I want to take your attention back to the date of January 26th of 2024. Were you in the area of Grand River and Greenfield in the city of Detroit driving a Honda vehicle, sir?
Yes.
And while you're driving that Honda vehicle, was your license suspended at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, counsel?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor, and I stipulate to probable cause as to the matters being dismissed today. Thank you.
So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to the reduced charge of failed to display in this particular matter. The remaining 2 counts will be dismissed. Was your wife on with me yesterday, Mr. Walden?
Yes, I was.
I thought you looked familiar, ma'am. I said, is this her husband?
That is him.
Mr. Walden, you cannot drive until you have your license. And you have 3 tickets in default right now. 204, 1, not just in default. These tickets are in collections for $667. You gotta take care of your business, Mr. Walden.
Yes, I know. I have been down for a year and a half. I just had a mild stroke, so I'm on bed rest now. I can barely walk. I have nerve damage done in the bottom of my feet and in my hands. So I'm basically going to the doctor like I go to therapy 3 times a week, and I'm going to the doctor like twice a week. You know, I'm in a lot of pain.
Mr. Walden.
Yes, yes.
These tickets are before me. So when you start talking about you just had a stroke, these tickets should have been taken care of.
I know.
Right, I'll waive this cost and fines. It's okay, Mr. Walden. I can't do a lot of talking today. I appreciate you, though.
Okay.
I'm gonna waive your cost and fines on these tickets, but you need to take care of the other tickets, okay?
Okay.
All right. You got a good wife. Remember that.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's making sure you do what you need to do.
So I know that.
Yes, you do.
All right. All right. If there's nothing further, you're all set. Have a good day. Thank you, Ms. Walden, for having him sign on. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You too, ma'am. All right. Bye-bye. Happy Easter to you too, if I heard you say that. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Chanel Waddy. I got some officers here for you. Let me get these officers out. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Chanel Sharice Waddy. This is ticket SP 15131091. Speeding 6 to 10 miles over. SP 12810351. Improper plates. Ticket SP 1511315. Count 2, failed to signal. Count 3, improper address on license. Ticket SP 1511317. Drove while license suspended. Ticket SP 1281035. Drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. And ticket number SP 132967. Count 1, failed to use seatbelt assembly System effectively. Count 2, drive while license suspended. Count 3, no valid registration certificate. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Boffman on behalf of the defendant. Ma'am, would you state your name, please?
Chanel Body.
Would you one more time state your name?
Chanel Body.
I think there was a little bit of a glitch. One more time, please. Just try to stay still.
Chanel Sharice Waddy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Judge, the defendant is aware of today's date being a trial date. There are officers here. I'd ask them if they could state their names and badge numbers one at a time.
Yes, good morning. Detroit Police Officer Nicholas Howe, badge 1789.
Detroit Police Officer DeMar Patman, badge 24.
The defendant is going to waive her right to any trial or hearing this morning. She's going to plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation. Of the 9 cases for which she appears, she will plead guilty and or responsible to 4 matters: 2 failure to displays, 1 allowing, and 1 the moving violation will be reduced to speed 1 to 5 over in a limited access zone. The remaining 5 counts will be dismissed here. She has been advised and is ready to make a factual basis.
So I'm doing 1 allowing, 2 failed to displays,
Correct.
and 1 speed. Okay.
Yeah.
If you're willing to take this today, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
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 Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, I do.
I don't know if I have enough cases for her to do all that on these officers who showed up. So it's going to be 1 FTD, 1 allowing, 1 speed.
Okay. We no objection to the amendment.
Okay. All right. Ma'am, first I want to take your attention back to the date of October 16th of 2023. Were you driving a Dodge vehicle? Let me make sure. Yep. Were you driving a Dodge vehicle in the area of East Auto Drive and Grenier Streets? That's Greiner streets in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And yes?
Yes.
And while you were driving that vehicle, was your license suspended at that time?
Yes.
Then a year before that, on March 17th, 2022, the same officer stopped you and knew you didn't have a license. Were you driving in the area of Hayes and Spring Garden in the city of Detroit, a Jeep vehicle?
I guess. I don't remember.
It was a little far ago. You don't remember it was a little far ago?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. Was your license still suspended? Was it suspended throughout 2022?
Yeah, they was.
Okay, and then counsel, will you stipulate to the 4 corners of the ticket to establish a factual basis for the speeding ticket, please?
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated. I also stipulate the probable cause as to each of the matters being dismissed this morning, and thank you. I'm satisfied with the factual basis.
Thank you, counsel. So at this time, the court's going to answer a plea to reduce charge, fail to display 1 time, reduce charge allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, and the reduced charge of limited access speed 1 through 5. Ms. Waddy, you got to get this together, okay?
I just did yesterday. I went to pay the tickets that I had to pay to get the license.
Okay.
So
all right.
Whatever I got to pay, I got to pay it. But
okay. All right. I ain't mad at you. Okay. So here's what I'm doing. The speeding ticket is $125. That's set in stone. For the allowing ticket, I'm going to charge you $200. And I'm going to waive the cost and fines on the remaining ticket. I'm going to have all of this due by June 26, 2024. The faster you can pay it, the better, though. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so that's
total amount.
325 total.
Okay.
Okay.
And then after that, what happens?
So if you have any additional reinstatement fees, I would advise you to come down to 36. Make sure you've taken care of your tickets. They'll be able to tell you which tickets will help you get over to the Secretary of State's office so that you can get your valid license.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. You can do it. You just got to be focused and you got to do it legit or else it's just going to keep happening. Okay, Miss Waddy?
Okay, I am.
Okay, well, you can do it. So I've seen some dockets print out that were very heavy, but they got their license back, so you can do it. All right.
Okay.
All right, you're all set. Thank you,
Thank-
officers. I appreciate
Your
y'all
Honor.
for your patience this morning. Officer Stewart,
Thanks, have a good one.
Yes, Your Honor.
I tried to get you out here. The wonderful gentleman decided that he want to retain counsel, so
Okay.
we got to start the process. So we come back May 1st, but that's just going to be for a pre-trial. He wants to get his own counsel. So I'm sorry, Officer Stewart.
Oh no, don't apologize. I've been waiting for this for a minute.
Okay.
I remember the situation because I was the one that was chasing him on foot. So
Okay. Whoa. All right. Well, you'll be notified of the next. If you have some furlough, just let us know enough time when they send out the subpoenas so that we can make sure you're present for that trial date. Okay.
all right, no problem. I might have military, but I'll definitely let you guys know.
As soon as you find out military, please let the prosecutor know so I can move around those dates. Okay. That's very important. Thank you for your service, both here and there.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
All right. All right. Jerome Wells. Jerome Wells.
Yes.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Jerome David Wells. This is ticket number SP 1516725. One count drove. Wow. Not licensed. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel.
Good morning. Harry Bachman for the defendant. Mr. Wells, state your name.
Jerome David Wells.
So Judge actually interviewed Mr. Wells yesterday. He fell off and returned this morning. We're asking that we would adjourn the pretrial. He's actually got documents, but he needs to get the actual document with the picture that I can see. He has a copy of I think he passed his driving test. So until he gets more, we're just asking for a brief adjournment, please.
All right, this time the court's going to grant that. I'll set this for a pretrial on the date of June 24th at 9 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Okay.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jacqueline Ware.
Hello.
Hello. Now calling the matter of the people versus Jacqueline Tamika Ware. This is ticket 501905. This is one count drive unregistered motor vehicle. Count 2, no operator's license on person. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Bachman for the defendant. Ma'am, would you loud and clear state your name, please?
Jacqueline Ware.
Your Honor, would you set this matter for a trial date? The defendant understands that she's going to have to appear on it with a camera phone but she's gonna waive her right to a jury trial today and ask to appear at a future date by Zoom.
So am I doing, okay, she wants a bench trial.
Bench trial, please, by Zoom. Is that right, Ms.
All right.
Ware?
Yes, but can I ask you
Okay.
a question?
Yeah.
Well, I was just listening, and I never want to waste the court's time. I know I paid a lot of my tickets, and if I'm able to just pay them, am I able to do that, and we don't have to come back to court?
Well, Matt, why don't you and I talk about that in the breakout room, and we'll make a clear decision as to what you want to do, and then we'll bring that back to the court. That's probably the best way.
That sounds great.
Okay.
And don't find Miss Ware, you're not wasting my time. We just sometimes have some heavy dockets, so don't worry about that, Miss Ware. Okay?
No,
Your
it's
Honor, with
okay.
your
I just
permission-
know. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm going to send you to breakout room 4 with your permission, Your Honor.
You're fine. Yep.
Please
Go
don't
ahead.
hang up. Please don't hang up. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Okay, now.
Here we go. I'll be right back, Your Honor.
That's fine. That's all right. I can do some warbling. All right. I'm gonna get the people who just need some quick stuff out first, Attorney Warbling, and then all right. Please wait till I call your matter. Burrell Ware?
Yes.
All right. Now call, oh, you real dark. I can't see you real good. Oh, there we go. I see you a little bit, Mr. Ware. I got you. Oh, thank you. Now calling the matter of the people versus Burrell Lee Ware. This is ticket SP 1349266, count 1. Nope, count 2, drove while license suspended. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket SP 1491199, count 1, driver's license never required. Count 2, no insurance. Ticket number SP 1518689, no insurance misdemeanor, and drove while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889, on behalf of the defendant. Your full name for the record, sir?
Burrell Lee Ware.
And your date and time set for a pretrial, Your Honor. We're requesting a reset of the rescheduling or adjournment of the pretrial just for compliance.
So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client. I'm going to set this now. I already gave you one pretrial, Mr. Ware. This is going to be the last one. So try and get as much as you can in order, okay?
Yeah, I got 3 more to go. I get them paid before I come back.
All right. So I'm going to have you come back June 24th, okay? June 24th at 8:30 a.m., okay?
Perfect.
All right. Thank you. Keep working away, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Miss Wright, how you pronounce your first name? Philiana?
Falana.
Falana, thank you. Now calling the matter of the people versus Falana Wright. This is ticket SP 1531288. 1 count drove while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889, on behalf of the defendant. Your full name for the record, miss?
Falana, right?
And Judge, today's the date and time set for a pretrial. She's going to continue her not guilty plea, but requesting an adjourned pretrial just for compliance, Your Honor.
At this time, the court is going to honor that request. I'll adjourn this for a pretrial on the date of June 24th, ma'am. June 24th at 8:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am. Have a good day.
You too.
I will, thank you. Chantel Ward. Okay.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Chantel Shauna Ward. This is ticket SP 1018073. Improper plates. Ticket SP 1018071. I was looking at my pile. Count 1, drove while unlicensed. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Ticket number 1629261. Count 1, Nope, those tickets you pled to, so you just got to pay some costs and fines. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P648889 on behalf of the defendant. Your name for the record, miss?
Chantel Shanae Ward.
And Your Honor, with respect to the matters that are set for trial today, I don't believe there's an officer here. And for those reasons, and given the time, we would move to dismiss.
So at this time, the court is going to dismiss these matters without prejudice for the officers not attending. She did have a couple of cases. It looked like she pled to them. One was amended to improper plates and drove while license suspended. They're 2016 cases. So I'll dismiss them without prejudice or close them out depending on what needs to happen with those cases, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome. All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set, okay? Make sure you come back to court in a timely manner, Ms. Ward, okay?
Okay.
All right. Have a good day.
I just leave the meeting on another court date.
You said what?
I don't have another court date.
Nope, that was it.
My phone was
I know.
glitching out. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
It was. I heard it a little bit. No new court date, okay? You're all set, okay?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. Kevin Williams.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Kevin Lamar Williams. This is ticket SP 1496063. One count entering a vacant dwelling without owner's written permission. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P648889 on behalf of the defendant. Your full name for the record, sir?
Kevin Lamar Williams.
Your Honor, date and time set for a bench trial. I don't believe the officer has appeared. And given that, for that reason and given the time, we'd move to dismiss.
All right, this time the court's going to grant that request. I will dismiss these matters without prejudice. Sir, they can refile this if they want to, but as of today, you're all set, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too, have a good day. Are we ready to go back to Ms. Ware, Attorney Boffman?
Ready, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, recalling Ms. Ware, you can unmute yourself for me.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, recalling the matter of the people versus Jacqueline Tamika Ware. This is ticket 501905, count 1, drive uninsured motor vehicle, count 2, no operator's license on person. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Boffman for the defendant. Ms. Ware, state your name for the record.
Jacqueline Tamika Ware.
Your Honor, the defendant wants to resolve these matters here today. The offer is that if she pleads to one of the driver's license offenses, the count will be reduced to failure to display, and the other count will be dismissed here. She is aware of her rights. She's going to waive those here today and plead guilty.
All right, if that's the case, ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, I have.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, I am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, I want to take your attention first back to the date of February 24th of 2019. Were you driving a, Dodge vehicle in the area Ewald Circle and Rosa Parks Boulevard in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was.
And while you're driving, did you not have an operator's license in your possession at that time?
Yes, Your Honor.
You did. Yes, you did not.
Yes, I did not have it on my person.
Right. Satisfied, counsel?
I'm satisfied, and I stipulate to probable cause for the matter to be dismissed here. Thank you.
So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to the reduced charge of failed to display. The remaining count will be dismissed. All right, ma'am. I'm going to waive your costs and fines today. Any reinstatement fees you have to pay. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh my goodness.
Huh?
Thank you, Your Honor. I said
You're very
thank you, Your
welcome.
Honor.
Oh, you're very welcome, Ms. Ware. Have a great rest of your day, okay?
All right, you also.
All right, thank you. All right, let me bring in a couple of other people. Represent himself. Can you run and see if he has the valid license for me, please? India Williams.
Hi.
Hi. Now calling the matter of the people versus India Monea Brianna Williams. Brene. Is it Brene?
It's Brene.
Brene Williams. This is ticket number SP 1496813. This is one count of improper plates. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your full name for the record, miss?
India Williams.
Your Honor, this is the date and time set for a pretrial. My client's going to continue on her not guilty plea. She's asking that the pretrial be adjourned for compliance sake, Your Honor.
The pretrial has been adjourned since November 27th, Attorney Werbling. November, December, January, February, March. That's for almost a half a year it's taking you to get some improper plates and insurance.
Yeah, I've been on leave since January. I was in a car accident and they haven't started any income or, short-term disability for me yet.
Take forever for that stuff to kick in.
That's what I'm saying. I have medical documents stating that
You ain't got to give me all that. This is your last time, Ms. Williams. We got to get this off my documents. See, these little people called the state of Michigan judicial boards. They come and look at my dockets and see how much time I give people. So y'all got to come back and take care of this stuff so I don't get in trouble.
Okay.
All right. June 24th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. But that's gonna be the last one, Ms. Williams. Then you're gonna have to take some type of plea or go to trial, and then we can work on the payment based off of that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Williams. Have a good day.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, of course. Chanel Wallace.
Hi.
Hi. Now calling the matter of the people versus Chanel Wallace. This is ticket SP 1526115. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, expired plates. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
It's Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your name for the record, miss?
Chanel Wallace.
It's a date and time set for a pretrial and a hearing, respectively. She has provided valid documentation as an officer of the court. I can attest to that. So we move to dismiss for those reasons.
All right. This time the court is going to grant that. I'm going to dismiss these matters without prejudice. Ma'am, you still have some older tickets that you need to pay for. They went to collection agency. You might want to check on those, okay?
Yeah, I just got it in the mail. I'm about to pay those.
Okay. Don't forget to pay them because they'll come get their money, okay?
Okay.
All right, that concludes this hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Deja Washington, did I pronounce it right? Is it Deja? Deja?
Here.
Well, what's the correct pronunciation, ma'am?
Deja.
Okay, it is Deja. Now calling the matter of the people versus Deja Nicole Washington. This is ticket number SP 1505131. One count of no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Judge Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your full name for the record, Ms. Washington.
Deja Washington.
Your Honor, this is the date and time set for a pretrial, or rather, we're asking for a pretrial, Your Honor. At this point, we're entering a not guilty plea.
All right. This time, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client. You need some additional time, Ms. Washington?
No, ma'am.
No, what were you going to do? It says pretrial. What were you asking for today?
Oh, I couldn't send it down, so he said we can do it another day.
Okay, yeah. You got, because you couldn't get it over. How long will it take you to do that, Miss Washington? It's just one document.
Yeah, I can email it.
Okay. I hate to have her doing that for a whole long period of time. Can you send it? What tomorrow look like? Want to come back Thursday, Miss Washington?
Can I just bring it to the court, to the 36th district?
You can. Bring to 36th district. I'll call it that day. I'm gonna set it over though until June 24th, 2024. But I need you, if you bring it before then I'll possibly call it on that record that day so that you can have it taken care of. But I can't just leave it open, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If there's nothing further, bonds continue at $0, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. No problem. Quentin Wilson, you want to represent yourself? Mr. Wilson. Yeah, unmute yourself.
Ready, Your Honor.
All right.
I apologize.
Now calling the, it's okay. Now calling the matter of the people first is Quentin Martez Wilson. This is ticket SP 1363676. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Sir, may I have your appearance for the record, please?
Quentin Wilson, improper persona. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir. This is the date and time set for a, let me see what it was set for originally. It was just a review. I waived the fine on this license. I just want to see that you had a valid license. And guess what?
No. What's the
You
guess,
have a
Your Honor?
valid license. You have a valid license. Okay.
I do.
You do. I have it. All right.
Yes,
So what's
ma'am.
your motion this time, Mr. Impro?
To dismiss without prejudice, Your Honor. And
All right, at this time, the court's going to
Stand up.
grant that request. Absolutely. At this time, the court's going to grant that request. I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice for having valid documentation. Thank you for taking care of that, Mr. Wilson.
No, I truly appreciate you for being supreme on your wisdom. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, sir, you're all set. Thank you for your patience this morning.
Enjoy the rest of your year.
I will. Thank you.
No, I appreciate you all the time. Have a good day too.
You too. Shamika Williams, Miss Williams.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Shamika Roshan. Thank you, Williams.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Ticket number SP 1310842. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Ticket SP 1362420, drove while license suspended. Ticket SP 1465341, drove while license suspended. Ticket number SP 1493672, drove while license suspended. Ticket SP 1498360, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Count 1. Count 2, drove while unlicensed. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Judge Ben Wordling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your full name for the record.
Shamika Roshan Williams.
And Your Honor, this is the date and time set for, I believe, is a pretrial, Your Honor. But she wants to waive her rights and take advantage of the offer. Essentially, she'd be pleading to 2 amended failure to display a valid driver's license and 1 count of improper plates.
If that's the case, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down, ma'am. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, I am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am, because I did not have my license.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, ma'am, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
I do understand it, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward today?
I do, Your Honor. I've been on your docket forever. I'm trying to get my life in order. I
love
am,
it, Miss
girl. I've
Williams.
been on your
Thank.
docket forever. I
All right, I
know.
want to take your attention back to. It's okay. It's okay, Miss Williams. And guess what? Because you want to get to it, you're gonna get to it. And I
Yes,
can't wait to see you fully licensed. I cannot wait.
me
Okay?
either. Me
It's
either.
gonna be wonderful, Miss Williams. I promise. It's gonna be
It
so
is.
worth it. It's gonna be
I know
so
it.
worth it.
I know.
Okay.
That's why I've been here for you. 5 hours I've been waiting.
I know. I appreciate you, Miss Williams.
And
All
I
right.
do you.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of September the 7th of 2023. Were you in the area of Gratiot and Cedar Grove? Okay, thank you. Gratiot and Cedar Grove in the city of Detroit driving a Saturn vehicle, ma'am?
Yes.
And was your license not valid that day?
It wasn't, Your Honor. I was wrong.
It's okay. And did you also have no insurance on that vehicle at that time?
I didn't.
All right. Then I want to take your attention to the date of, she only has to do, 2 FTDs. And then I want to take your attention to the date of August 24th of 2023, where you driving a Saturn vehicle in the area of 8 Mile and Rex Street in the city of Detroit, ma'am?
Yes.
And while you were driving that vehicle, was your license suspended at that time?
It still was. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Satisfied, counsel?
I am, Your Honor.
Stipulation for probable cause that the remaining counts to be dismissed.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to the reduced charge of failed to display on 2 counts. 1 count improper plates reduced. Okay. Ma'am, I see that you've been paying some money. So
Yes,
I'm going to give you a
ma'am.
fine today.
Yes,
I'm gonna give you
Taylor, I gave you all my taxes. I brought them down there. I brought them down there. Handle my business.
I'm gonna charge you $200 more, and that's it. I'm
Thank
gonna waive the.
Thank you, Your
I'm
Honor.
gonna waive the cost of fines on the remaining 2 tickets. So just pay $200 on one of them. I'll waive the cost of fines on the other 2, and then hopefully we can get you squared away. Okay.
That's what I want, Judge Taylor.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, ma'am. Okay.
Yes.
You're gonna get there. I know it's a
I
struggle.
am.
You're gonna get there. You're
I
gonna
am.
get there. I
Yes,
see the
ma'am.
determination. All
Thank
right.
you.
You're welcome.
Do I wait for somebody to talk more to me how to give you the
No.
money?
No, so what you end up doing, you're just gonna come, you can either physically come down here or you can go online and pay it at 36 District Court, but give us some time to put it into the computer system, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Miss Williams, and
Thank
then we
you.
can get
Thank
you
you,
all
Judge
squared away.
Taylor. Yes,
You are
ma'am.
very
Thank you.
welcome. All right.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye, ma'am. All right, Kia Williams. Unmute yourself for me, ma'am.
I'm here.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Lakia Renee Huffman Williams. This is ticket number 7044745. No operator's license on person. Ticket 274535. No operator's license on person. Ticket SP 837213. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, drove while license not valid or improper. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your name for the record, miss?
Lakia Williams.
Your Honor, she's going to enter a not guilty plea. I've explained to her the difference between a jury trial and a bench trial. She's requesting a bench trial this time.
If that's the case, please raise your right hand, ma'am. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
And it's my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to set this for a bench trial on the date of July 8th. July 8th. That's going to be at 9 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal. It is a Zoom trial, so the same way you zoomed in right now, you can zoom in that day, okay?
I already posted a bond.
So I'll keep that. So I'm going to keep that bond in place. And what ends up happening is you end up having a trial that day, or if you plead to something, whatever happens, we can use that bond money. So I'll just keep the bond in place, okay? That means these some old cases if it was money set, because we don't even set money unless they don't come back now for a lot of times. Okay. All right. I'll see you then for your trial. Okay.
All right. Thank you, July.
Before I proceed any further, do you need like a 5-minute break, Miss Sandy? Or you good? You good? We good to push through? Okay. I just want to check because I know everybody. Okay. All right. All right. We're going to keep plugging away. I'm going to bring in the rest of the folks. Are we doing a formal hearing on Miss Williams' trial today?
Judge, we have a
Well, that's
resolution to a blockading traffic. I think she wants to take advantage of that.
Okay, Miss Williams, can you unmute yourself, Tamala Williams? You know how to do it, Miss Williams?
Okay, I got it.
Okay, now calling the, did you want to take that offer or are you going to try and have a formal hearing? Let me know.
Ms. Williams, that we were discussing the amendment to where it's not going to show up on your record and there's no points. You were good with that, right, Ms. Williams?
Right. So is it still a ticket or not a ticket? That's
It'll be a very expensive parking ticket. It's going to be called blockading traffic, and it won't show up on your driving record. There's no points, and it's just a fine.
a fine. It's
$175.
I'm gonna need time to pay that. I'm not working.
Okay, Miss Williams, I can give it to you. My question is, do you want that or do you want to have a formal hearing, Miss Williams? I can give you time to pay. It's up to you. You can think about it too, Miss Williams. I just want to check in because I know I do have the officer. I see you, officer, and I acknowledge that you're here. I'm trying.
I want to, I don't know, because it's kind of like a medical. It was kind of like a medical thing.
You can think about it for a moment, okay? I'm gonna come back to you, Miss Williams, okay? Okay. All right. Dwayne White?
Dwayne White here.
Hold on, Miss Williams. Hold on one second. Miss Williams, did you want to, you can think about it or did you want to proceed?
We can proceed.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Tamala Williams. I'm sorry, Mr. White, I'll get right with you. Now calling the matter of the people versus Tamala Renita Williams.
Renita.
Okay. Ticket number
Are we doing a formal hearing?
No, I got to call the case on the record. Is that okay?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's all right. You can ask questions. That's a valid question, okay? This is ticket number SP 1523079. One count disregard signal red or amber. May I have your appearance for the record, please? Starting with counsel.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your name for the record, miss?
Me?
Yes, ma'am. Could you state your full name for the record,
Tamala
please?
Williams.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for a formal hearing. The officer's here. I believe that Ms. Williams wants to take advantage of the amended. She wants to take advantage of the settlement, Your Honor, where the original charge would be amended to blockading traffic.
All right. All right. So do you stipulate to the four corners of this ticket to establish a factual basis?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
All right. So at this time, the court's going to enter a amended charge of blockading. It doesn't go to your driving record, Ms. Williams, okay? But it is a fine. The fine is $175. You already told the court you can't pay that real soon. So I'm going to set it until June 26, 2024. If you can't pay it by that point in time, you need to come down to the court and set up a payment plan so that you can make smaller payments on it, okay?
Excuse me. Is that okay? So I know it's not going on my driving record, but will they see that? Is my insurance gonna go up? Like, how?
It does not show up at all, ma'am. Will not show up. It's not abstractable. So to answer your question is no, they won't see that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So I'll give you until June 26th. Either it needs to be paid by then, or you can come down here and set up a payment plan, okay?
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, you're all set, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, no problem. Thank you, officer. Stay safe out
Thank
there.
you, Your Honor. Appreciate you.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate you. Okay, Mr. White, I'm back to you.
Dwayne White here.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Dwayne DeVale White Jr. This is ticket SP 1535790. One count drove while license suspended. Ticket number SP 1535788. One count 11 to 15 miles over posted speed. Count 2, no proof of insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Baughman for the good afternoon. Harry Baughman for the defendant. Mr. White, state your name.
Dwayne White.
So, Judge, this is a pretrial and the defendant was not able to complete the better driver's course. Would you give him one more chance, adjourn today's pretrial for a date that you find convenient, and allow him to come back with that certificate? It's going to help him.
All right, I'll adjourn it for a pretrial on the date of June 24th. June 24th. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Okay.
All right, there's nothing further. You're all set, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Pretrials I gave out is out. Deja Wilson?
Yes.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Deja Wilson. This is ticket SP 1478840. Count 1, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Harry Baughman for the defendant. State your name, please.
Deja Wilson.
Your Honor, this is a show cause. Please enter a not guilty plea for the defendant. She waives any formal reading of the information or complaint for the purpose of arraignment and ask for a pretrial date, please.
All right, this time the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client. I'll set this for a pretrial date on the date of June 24th. June 24th. That'll be at 8:30 a.m. I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep saying 9 a.m. 8:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, you're all set, okay?
Okay, have a good day.
You too, thank you. It's not awesome. All right. Daryl Wilson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Daryl Lee Wilson. This is ticket number SP 1158118. One count drove while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ben Warbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Could you please state your full name for the record, please?
Daryl Lee Wilson.
This time my
Attorney
client
Warbling?
was, yes, Judge.
She paid back in 2021. She paid 11 to 15 miles over supposed to speed, no proof of insurance, and defective windshield that went along with this ticket.
Judge, with that,
Make the motion. I'm a
Judge,
grant
for
it.
those reasons, we will dismiss the pending matter.
At this time, the court's going to grant that request. I'll dismiss this without prejudice. What just happened, ma'am, is because you paid those tickets, you probably didn't realize you had to come to court. Take care of this matter, or else you would have. You paid 3 civil infraction tickets. I'm gonna dismiss this ticket without prejudice. Please get your license if it's not already.
Okay, do I have to come down there and get the what they call it?
So you may have to come down just to find out if you owe any additional fees on anything else. You might have some clearance fees you need to pay. Once you pay those to our court, they'll send it over to the Secretary of State, and then you can apply, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Ms. Wilson. Okay, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Peter Wade.
Yes, Ricky.
Yes.
All right, now calling the matters of the people versus Peter Dwayne Wade. This is ticket 394873. This is one count drove while license suspended. Ticket number SP 1534883. Count one, open alcohol in the motor vehicle passenger driver. Count two, disregard red signal. Count three, drove while license not valid. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Bachman for the defendant, sir. State your name.
Peter Dwayne Wade.
Your Honor, I stand corrected. It is good afternoon. Judge, the defendant wants to resolve these matters here today. He's going to give up his right to any further hearings or trials. He's pleading guilty to open alcohol that will be reduced to as a passenger. He understands that's still a 2-point offense and that will go on his driving record. And he's also going to plead responsible to the reduced count of 1 to 5 over, that should say limited access.
Okay, so he's gonna plead to limited access, 1 to 5 over, and then open alcohol passenger, right?
Correct.
All right, if that's the case, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or
Okay.
affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you
No.
anything in exchange? You gonna let me finish, Mr. Wade?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Your Honor.
It's okay. In exchange for a plea today?
Yep. Excuse me, what you say?
I said, did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything other than what's been stated today in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, I do.
All right, sir. I want to take your attention back to the date of December 29th, 2023. Were you driving a Ram vehicle in the area of Schaefer Highway and Joy Road in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was.
And was there open alcohol in that motor vehicle at that time, sir?
There was someone that was in the car with me the night before. They had left a cup in there with a little bit of beer in it. It was not, alcohol in it. And the officer noticed it in the back seat cup holder.
So you're going to admit that it was in 2 places in your vehicle. Where does alcohol belong? Not in vehicles?
No, not at all, Your Honor.
Okay. And even if you're not the person drinking it, you shouldn't let people in your vehicle drink alcohol at all.
That's true, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, do you stipulate to the 4 corners of the ticket in order to establish a factual basis for the driving offense, the 1 to 5 limited access?
So stipulated, and I'm satisfied with the factual basis to both, Your Honor. Stipulate to probable cause to any matters being dismissed, and thank you.
All right, so at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to the reduced charge, open alcohol motor vehicle passenger, as well as limited access 1 to 5 over. We need, listen, you know who was in your car? And you held responsible. That's one of the toughest things in this world, is that you are held responsible for what takes place in your house, in your car, in your space and area. Like, we just, as humans, that's part of it, Mr. Wade. We just held responsible. So if someone's in there and they don't take care of business, well, then they not your real friend, because they shouldn't have took care of business like that and left you in a lurch. All right, my fine for the speeding ticket is $125. The passenger ticket, I'm gonna make that $100, because typically for this ticket, I would give $250. This is fair enough. So it's gonna be $225 total that you need to pay. How long you need to pay that? 30 or 60 days?
60.
Okay, so I'll give you until May 27th, 2024 to have that paid. The remaining counts called on this record today will be dismissed. Okay, so you'll just have that. Remember, you still owe some money on a ticket too, sir. It looks like operator license, no operator's license.
Yeah, how much is that ticket, Your Honor?
That one was $240, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I
Yeah,
took
I
care
try
of
to
the
get.
other ones, okay?
Okay, thank you.
That's no problem. That one's the only one that's still open after you take care of these cases, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, you all set, Mr. Wade, okay?
All right. Have a great day.
You too, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Ronald Williams.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you gotta sit up. I have to sit up. You gotta sit up too. All right. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Ronald Terrence Williams,
Yeah.
sorry. You ticket 655-71823. This is one count of loud music from a vehicle more than 10 feet away. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Harry Bachman for the defendant. Sir, state your name.
And turn off your TV, Mr. Williams. Now I gave you all this time to relax.
Oh, my
I ain't
TV
said nothing.
My TV
Okay.
not on.
Speak up.
You looking up?
No, I was looking at my son. Sorry, I wasn't looking at
Okay,
TV.
it's fine. Go ahead, say your name, sir.
Ronald Terrence Williams.
All right.
We're going to resolve this today, Your Honor. The defendant's going to plead guilty to the disorderly conduct, and there's a recommendation for the 90-day delayed sentence. I've explained to him what that means. He's going to make a factual basis here and now.
All right. If that's the case, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
I plead guilty of your own free will.
Yes.
I pleading guilty because you are guilty.
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you have to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward to get today?
Yes.
All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of June 4th of 2023. Were you in the area of Monroe Streets in Beaubien in the city of Detroit driving a Ford F-150 vehicle?
Yes.
And while you're driving that vehicle?
You said why?
No, and I said, and while you were driving that vehicle, was your music loud, sir?
No. No.
All right. Did you act in a disorderly manner at that location?
No.
Okay. So, Mr. Bachman, you have a bench or a jury trial.
Basis.
It's okay.
Right. So you said you wanted to plead guilty, but you came out here and you told the judge that you didn't do it. And you told the judge that you weren't guilty. So that's what's gone on the record today.
No. Yeah,
so we're not going to be able to resolve it this afternoon because you just told the judge that you didn't do what you're accused of being doing. And nobody wants to put you on trial.
It just wasn't super loud for, that's all I was saying.
So can I just ask a couple of questions? Maybe we can clarify, Your Honor, just for clarification, okay?
I didn't dance around this because I'm always fascinated.
No, I'm just ready to pay it though.
Mr. Williams, even if you say I'm just ready to get rid of it, I'm the one who ultimately decides whether or not I'm gonna let you plead. Can't say something. I'm just ready to get. I don't let people plead just because they ready to get rid of stuff. I let them plead because they guilty.
May I have the witness, Your Honor, 2 questions.
Go ahead.
So you said you were playing music in public that day, right?
Correct.
And would you agree that that music that you're playing in your vehicle could be heard from over 25 feet away outside?
Yep. Yes.
I'm satisfied with the factual basis, Your Honor.
The court is satisfied as well and will enter a plea to the reduced charge, disorderly conduct, the remaining, that's the only count today. All right, Mr. Williams, we can't, I'm always amazed at this. When the police officers ask you to turn it down, what happened?
Turn it down. I mean, that's
What
I
happened
do.
in the interim? What did you say to the officers?
Oh, I told him it wasn't that loud. It was just, that's what I told him.
Yep. Because
Yeah.
how do I know? Because if you would have just turned it down, guess what? You wouldn't have a ticket. I know it.
Makes sense.
Uh-huh. That's how I know you didn't comply with them the first time.
Yeah.
Because and you probably looked at them and was like, man, forget it. Because why y'all bothering us? I get it, Mr. Williams. I do. I'm a
100%.
citizen, so sometimes I look at stuff and I be like, dang, why you bothering me? It's all this crime going on, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But we have to obey what the officers tell us because it's important. They telling
Correct.
us for a reason. It's so that it doesn't drown out something else that may be going on in the area. And because I don't want to hear all that sometimes. I don't want to hear about lick it, flip it, rub it down. I don't want to hear all that all the time.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay. All right. Whew. Took forever to get through that plea. What do you think the fine should be, Attorney Boffman?
Your Honor, you are on fire. I'll leave this to your discretion.
$50. You better pay my $50 fine by the time you come back to court for me to dismiss this in 90 days. You hear me, Mr. Williams?
Can I pay it right now?
Wait until we put it in the computer system, okay? But then when you put in the computer system, because you got to come back and see me, the real punishment is that you had to come back and see me in 90 days, and then I can dismiss it completely, okay?
Okay, so just pay the 50 then. Okay.
So pay my $50, and then I'm going to come back and see me on June 26th. If you have the fine paid, I'm going to dismiss this case, okay?
Okay. So wait for an hour to pay it.
Yeah, no. Did you don't know how many people I had, Mr. Williams. You wait until wait till Thursday, okay? Because it's not gonna be in the system and it's not gonna let you pay yet, okay?
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Williams. I appreciate
thank
you.
you.
I'll see you back. All right.
Thank you. Have a good day.
No problem. Bye-bye. Now I see Mr. Walker. I'm trying to get the person down here to find out what I'm doing with you today. Officer Bryson, but we got some people in the breakout rooms. Do I need to bring them in? What's going on with these people?
I'm supposed to be here to get the probation dismissed, and I had an old warrant that came up. I paid the fine and I got the warrant lifted, and I wanted to know, could I get my bond back for that?
Okay, Mr. Walker, let me see. I gotta see, but I don't have the person for you right now, so you gotta be patient. Hold on.
Okay,
Judge, for Joyce Webb in 15, I have a resolution for her, but she was on the phone.
Okay.
I don't know if Dolores White was still in 19.
Yep, that's probably who went back in there. What are we doing with her?
She's ready.
Okay. What about Gregory Walker?
Gregory Walker's ready. He provided me with valid documentation.
Okay.
And then Felicia Wilson, I think, had Attorney Miller early as an appointed
Attorney
attorney.
Miller ain't come on. I don't know where they at. So
Okay. And then I didn't know if Matthew Washington at 27. We were still trying to figure out if he had a valid license.
okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, but she ain't come. Mr. Walker?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can't.
Hello.
Hold on one second, Mr. Walker. Hold on, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Gregory John Walker. This is ticket SP 1532983. One count, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Sir, could you say your full name for the record, please?
Gregory John Walker.
We're on a date and time set for pretrial. Mr. Walker did text me his documentation, so they're valid, so we dismiss for those reasons.
All right, being an officer of the court having seen valid documentation, the court is going to grant that request. I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Sir, you're all set. Thank you for your patience this morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mr. Walker. You can go ahead and sign off, okay?
All right. Have a nice day and be safe.
You too, Mr. Walker. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, no problem. Joyce Webb.
Hi, yes.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Joyce LaFay Webb. This is ticket SP 1515657. Count 1, disregard signal red or amber. Count 2, 11 to 15 miles over posted speed. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 1534336. Count 1, failed to display a valid operator's license. Ticket number SP 1534029. Count 1, speeding 11 to 15 miles over posted speed. Count 2, no valid registration certificate. Count 3, no proof of insurance. For the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant, Joyce Webb. Ms. Webb, could you state your full name for the record, please?
Joyce LaFay Webb.
Judge, date and time set for a pretrial and hearings and a show cause. We've resolved this matter. She wants to waive her rights where she would plead to an amended charge of limited access speed 1 to 5 in regard to the disregard red signal. Plead is charged to one of the 11 to 15 miles per hour over the speed limit. The remaining matters would be dismissed.
It's 1 to 5 over speed, limited access for the first one, and then the 11 to 15 is how many miles?
It will be as charged with the agreement that the second one would be dismissed. There's another count of 11 to 15 over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. I have it. I understand.
No problem.
All
Sure.
right. All right. Do you stipulate to the 4 corners of the ticket in order to establish a factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to limited access 1 to 5 speed, as well as speed 11 to 15 miles over posted speed. You got to slow down, Ms. Webb.
I know, Miss Taylor. I know. I'm doing better. I know, Miss Taylor.
And I know you are 100%. I have no doubt. Okay. So
yes.
The 11 to 15 miles is $150. And then the limited access 1 to 5 is $125. Typically you have 14 days to pay civil infractions. Do you need some more time? No, that is a little bit of change. That's $175. You need more than 14 days, ma'am.
Yes, please. Is it possible that you guys can put me on a payment plan?
So what I'm gonna give you some time to come down here and set that up with our court, okay? I'm gonna give you until
thank you.
May 27th. You gotta have it set up by May 27th. Okay, come down to the court. Okay. No, just have it set up by then. Come down here, set it up, and then you can take time paying it out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, good job. Miss Webb, slow down, okay?
I am. I'm sorry, Miss Taylor.
It's okay. You're all right. Go ahead, Miss Webb. Have a good day.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right. Is this Dolores Josephine White?
Yes, this is Miss White.
All right. All right. Now calling the matter of people versus Dolores Josephine White. This is ticket SX 3813780. Count 1, no operator's license on person. May I have appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please?
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your name for the record, miss?
Dolores White.
And Judge, date and time set for arraignment. However, she wants to waive her rights and plead to the amended charge of failure to display a valid driver's license.
All right. If that's the case, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to by taking this guilty plea, you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or jury trial in these matters? You understand that, ma'am?
Yeah.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of November 17th of 2020. Were you in the area of I-96 and Southfield Freeway in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And did you not have an operator's license on you at that time?
No, I did not.
All right, satisfied, counsel?
I am, Your Honor.
Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining, nope, it's not a remaining count. So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea to the reduced charge of failed to display. She ended up paying a seatbelt violation on this ticket, so I'm gonna waive her cost and fines.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Dolores White. You got it. You gave me the file. All right, Miss White, you should be good. Have you had your license before?
No.
Oh, Miss White.
I know. I'm trying to get my tickets taken care of so that I can get them now because it's a ongoing thing. You know, I just keep collecting tickets and I'm trying to pay them and I'm trying to get my license. So, yeah, so I have to take care of these warrants in order for them to be lifted, in order for me to go ahead and take care of tickets so that I could, you know.
Now you have they given you an amount of time that you gotta wait until you finish it? So you can apply?
I do have another warrant that was lifted, a Zoom call for Highland Park and for Hamtramck.
All right. All right. Attorney Worthington, I'm gonna dismiss this count one. She paid count two.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
She already gonna have issues trying to get that ticket back. It's a long road, Miss White. It's a difference between when you have your license and you get it suspended or something, and you don't have your license at all, and you start picking up these tickets. Y'all can't do this. Ooh. Okay. All right, Miss White, you all set.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Matthew Washington. Unmute yourself for me, please.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you. Now calling the matters of the people versus Matthew Daniel Washington. This is ticket 411189. Count 1, no operator's license on person. Count 2, no insurance ever required. Ticket at 432966, no operator's license on person. Count 2, no insurance. Ticket SP 1057550, driver's license never acquired. Ticket SP 1197467, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, drove while license suspended. Count 3, drive unregistered untitled motor vehicle. And you picked up some new tickets on March 12th, but I'm gonna give you the opportunity to make a court date for those. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court, Harry Bachman for the defendant. Sir, state your name.
Matthew Washington.
So, Your Honor, to the defendant's credit, not only did he pick up some new citations, he picked up his driver's license. If we can confirm that that's current and valid, he's going to be able to resolve these additional issues by way of a plea to 2 counts of improper plate. I don't know what the additional counts are for.
One of them is an equipment violation,
Okay.
and the other one is a no valid registration ticket.
So we're going to leave. Go ahead, sir.
I do have registrations for the car that I got pulled over and it was my father's car. I have registration and the improper, they said it was tints. My father has tints on his car.
Okay, so what you're going to need to do is make a court date for those next count. If you bring that documentation next time, we'll be able to help you. If you remove the tint and bring proof of that, then that's going to help you as well. Or if you feel that that was an improperly issued ticket, then we can talk about it when you come back.
Yes, sir.
Do you still want to plead guilty to the 2 counts of improper plate to resolve the issues that you're here for today?
Yes.
Okay, we're ready, Your Honor.
If that's the case, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
I did.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you needed or you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. They super old too.
I apologize about that.
Look up his license for me too. All right. I want to take your attention. I hope you can see me growling at you right now.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want to take your attention back to the date of January the 2nd of 2020. Were you in the area of Avon and Cambridge Streets in the city of Detroit driving a Ford vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And while you're driving that vehicle, did you not have any car insurance on it at the time?
No, ma'am.
Proper plates. And then I want to take your attention to the date of May 17th of 2021. Were you driving a Chevy vehicle in the area of Greenview and West 7 Mile in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you not have any insurance on it at that time?
No, not at the time. The vehicle was just purchased.
Okay. Satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied, thank you.
Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed.
So stipulated, yes.
So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to 2 counts of improper plates, the remaining counts to be dismissed. Attorney Boffman, his license is now valid.
Nice. Did you say it is now valid?
It's valid.
He told me. Good job,
It's
Mr.
valid.
Washington. Be happy about that.
Yes, sir.
All right. He's been so patient. And when he came in, he didn't even have an attitude. He's been waiting for a long time. All right, Mr. Washington, your reward is that I'm going to charge you $200 for one of the tickets. I'm going to waive the cost and fines on the remaining tickets, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So how long do you need to pay that? 30 or 60 days?
30 days is fine.
Okay. All right. And that's your punishment for driving without a license all that time, is this $200 fine.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Don't forget to make an appointment for these tickets that you got. Okay.
Okay,
These
so
other
that was a question I had. So I have to make an appointment.
So it's not before me since they're just civil infractions, right? And since you don't have the documentation today, I can't be able to weigh in on it. So
I have
just make
the registration for the Ford vehicle today.
show me the registration for the Ford vehicle today.
Yes, ma'am. I actually in the same vehicle right now. How do I turn this around?
Okay. Well, let me see the tints on the windows.
Want me to get out?
Yes.
How do I turn this camera around?
So at the bottom, it'll be like a refocus at the bottom.
Hey, I see participants, raise hand, chat, share.
Okay. Just flip the camera the other way in interest of justice. Oh, that's not too bad.
And I don't have them. I don't have it on the windshield. There's no tint on the windshield.
Okay, let me see the other stuff. He better have it ready, okay? I'm satisfied. I'm dismissing him. I'm satisfied. Pay my $200 fine. No problem. Pay my $200 fine by April 26th, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You all right with me, Mr. Washington? Tell your father he did a good job with you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right. If there's nothing further, you are all set. Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Mr. Walker, we can't get this probation officer. I need to be able to sign your paperwork. Mr. Walker, I know you've been on here all day. Is there any possible
That's my
way
second dry run too. I
Is
supposed to
it?
got
What
off
happened
last
last
month.
time?
The same thing. I'm not understanding this. Then I called her phone. I think she on vacation all the way until April the 4th.
Oh, so we had you come and then there was no one to be able to give us the documents. Is that what it was, Mr. Walker?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Mr. Walker, here's what did you take the day off work today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you sign back in for me at 1:30? I'm gonna try and find out if I can get someone to verify that you've completed, and I'll sign off on you and let you go.
Okay, thank you.
But I gotta get somebody from their office to verify it for me. So sign in at 2. I'm gonna give you an hour break. Sign in at 2. If they verify it, I'm gonna just sign for it to be closed. But I want you to know, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Walker. I do remember now. I'm all like, dang, we couldn't get a hold of her last time.
I supposed to been off last month. I've been on a whole extra month and everything.
Okay. All right, Mr. Walker, let me see if I can get somebody, because you said she hasn't responded. Let me see if I can get somebody from that office to respond and send something over for you, okay?
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, no problem. All right, that's this morning's docket. I don't know who Angela Walker is, but I'm not.
He's
I
for
can't.
1:30. He's for
Oh,
1:30.
God bless. Ooh, thank you.
I'm back at 1:15. See y'all.
All right, see you.
Everyone have a great